Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ryan, and today we're discussing the top 25 now. The AP poll came out actually on Sunday, but again, I discuss this stuff Tuesday because that's the best time I can do it. It's just for time and schedule everything. It's during fall break now, so I should have more time to post more videos, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to discuss one thing before we get to this. I'm going to talk about the Miami thing. I saw it live. I was flipping through stuff because I think what game just finished before then? I forgot what game finished right before then, but I was like, okay, this game's over. It might have been the Georgia, Kentucky, some game around that time. And you flip over to Miami, and then I look over and I see this review happening. It's like, what's this review for? It's talking about a fumble. Rewind a bit. Okay, no timeouts left for Georgia Tech. Under 40 seconds ago, if you take a knee, if you're Miami, you win the game. You win the game. No one questions anything. You're undefeated heading into play North Carolina, probably as a top 15 ranked team in the country. But deciding to run the ball with the other team having no timeouts on, pretty sure it was second or third down they ran it on, is one of the dumbest coaching decisions I have ever seen in the history of football, basketball, soccer, baseball, ever seen. I mean, I've watched the Malcolm Butler interception that the Seahawks threw at the 2-yard line. That was arguably the worst one ever. This is arguably more stupid. It's based off the idea you've already won the game. Just fall on the ball, you win it. It's like the Miracle in the Meadowlands. Yeah, that play. With the Herman Edwards, he runs it in type of thing. It's just like that. But this one's arguably even more stupid than that one because they have no timeouts, and it's kind of like you're already in their territory. There was nothing bad that can happen unless if you run it. And then they ran a ball, fumbled, and then the rest is history. Georgia Tech goes down and scores a touchdown. Shout out to Georgia Tech. That was a great drive right there. A lot of crazy plays happened. Good job, Haynes King. I'm pretty sure that's the dude's name for throwing the pass. Amazing stuff right there. That was unbelievable. Miami should be ashamed of themselves. Mario Cristobal should be fired. I don't care. Mario Cristobal should be fired. There are better coaches out there. He's a good recruiter, but just put him on recruiting then. This guy sucks at clock management. I watched him blow something happen. I watched the Oregon-Stanford thing about 5 years ago, and he messed up big time in that one. I saw that live. I see this one too. He is an idiot when it comes to these things. Why does he keep making these mistakes? I don't know. He never learns. He just doesn't learn, and it's so stupid at times watching that. But it's quite fun because I'm not a Miami fan. If anything, I don't like Miami. So good job, Georgia Tech. But let's get into the top 25 officially. I just want to go on the little rant right there. Georgia at number 1 with 50 votes for the number 1 spot. They annihilated Kentucky. I was completely wrong on the idea it was going to happen. Kentucky kept beating themselves up, and then they let Georgia shot 51. And Brock Bowers just ran on a run. Carson Beck played his best game. It was pathetic. Good job, Georgia, though. And then you have Michigan at number 2, who annihilated Minnesota. I think PJ Feckel, the head coach for Minnesota, after the game, head coach said that this is the best team he has ever played, is this Michigan team. If he's saying that when he's had to go against, I'm pretty sure, a national champion, like, level teams of Ohio State, Penn State, he's had to play these Michigan teams before Michigan State's, that's Wisconsin's. This is a lot to say that. So, that's wild. I think that shows a lot about how good this Michigan team actually is. And number 3, Ohio State has 1 vote. For number 1 spot again, Ohio State. Who keeps voting for number 1? They barely beat Maryland. The score makes the game a lot more further away than it actually was. It came out to the 4th quarter. I mean, good job. You moved up a spot. Then they have number 4, you have Florida State. Florida State, a little trouble. Virginia Tech, overall they played good though, so took care of business like you're supposed to. And then number 5, arguably the best game of the week, Oklahoma. Moving up to number 5, they have no first place votes. A little surprising on that. Moving up 7 spots. What a drive by Dylan Gabriel. What a game. This game always lives up to the hype. When these teams are good, they play the best games. And And that was fun to watch. Shout out to Dylan Gabriel for that drive that he had at the end. It was unbelievably how easy it was for him to get down the field. But I told my parents before the drive, so I said, history will tell you they will go down and score. Because usually whoever has the ball last wins the game. These rivalries, and showed again. It showed again. So good job for Oklahoma. And then at number 6, Penn State. They took care of business. Good job, Penn State. I don't know if I don't think they even played a game. Did they play a game? I don't even know. Good job, Penn State. You moved up a spot. Actually, you stayed the same. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. They're at the same spot. Number 6 still. That's one of the highest rankings I've ever seen them at. I'm not sure. I don't remember that. Number 7, Washington. Good job, Washington. They were also on a bye week. You have a big matchup this week with the number 8 team, Oregon. Both of them are on bye weeks, and they're heading, I'm pretty sure, up to Washington to play at 3:30 ABC Eastern Time. This is a humongous game. This game could easily decide the Pac-12, and whoever wins this should be in the top. I could argue this should be number 1, whoever wins this game, especially if it's convincing. I doubt it'll be that, though, because usually these games are pretty close with Washington and Oregon, especially the most important games. Yeah. Then you have number 9, Texas. They fell 6 spots because of what happened against Oklahoma. Their defense caved in at one point. They failed to score a touchdown after 4 attempts at the 2-yard line. That's your fault. If you can't get off of that, that's just your fault. And good job, Oklahoma, for that. Stop it. Score. And then number 10, USC. They dropped down a spot, deservingly so. They are having a lot of troubles in winning these games outright. They were down 17-0 against Arizona. I saw this live. I stayed up to 2:30 to watch this game pretty much. It was ridiculous how this game finished. It went to overtime, it went to 3 overtimes, but before then, the end of regulation, they had a chance actually win the game by the 25-yard field goal. First kick was good, but they called a timeout before then, like you're supposed to. And then the next time, the snapper got hurt mid-play, so it was a high snap, and then he couldn't get the ball down. The kicker tried to kick it, and it didn't go anywhere. And then went overtime. It was ridiculous. USC's defense got to get better, but Caleb Williams played phenomenal. He might be the Heisman right now. He probably should be. He has a very good case for it. Number 11, Alabama. Does not move a spot, but they took care of business against Texas A&M. Did the job that they needed to. I would say they're better than USC right now, but it might just be me saying that. They have a game against Arkansas, and then the following week you have the 3rd Saturday of October game. It's against Tennessee. So that's going to be a big matchup. So let's see if they get revenge from last year. Alabama played very well. Milroe's best game of the year. Very good job. Jermaine Burton showed up as the number 1 receiver. Isaiah Bond played good. Good job, Alabama. Got the key stops, too. Then you got UNC, North Carolina, moving up to number 12 after their dominating win against Syracuse. Also got that one wrong. I thought Syracuse was going to upset them. They didn't at all. North Carolina looks actually very good, and they're playing Miami this week, so take care of business against them. We'll see what happens. Number 13, Ole Miss. Good job, Ole Miss. You beat Arkansas. You moved up 3 spots in the rankings, too. Took care of business with that one. A little close, but I feel bad for Arkansas fans because they're going through a lot of rough spans right now. Number 14, Louisville. They're 6-0. They just beat Notre Dame. They forced 5 turnovers against Notre Dame. They played great. Jack Harlow showed up with Donovan Mitchell. Louisville is at its best right now. It's right 14th in the country, moved up 11 spots. That is the highest jump out of anyone this week. Good job, Louisville. Good job, them. And we'll see how long they continue this for, because right now they're proving to be a team that actually can win big games. Then you have Oregon State at 15. They had a rough game against California because no one learned to stop. No one stopped anyone. So, yeah. But it was like, good job, Oregon State. Good job. Then number 16, Utah. I forgot who they beat. I'll put it up if they played. Did they play someone this week? I don't know if they played someone this week. Did they play someone this week? I don't even remember. But they moved up 2 spots. Good job, Utah, for moving up. And then you have Duke moving up 2 spots too. They're 4-1 now. And hopefully Riley Leonard is okay. UCLA, they were unranked before this week, and now they're back in the top 25 after their win against Washington State. Washington State did not do good in the second half at all. Good job, UCLA, taking care of business. And then Washington State's right behind them at 19. There's actually 2 teams tied at number 19. Washington State tied at 19. The quarterback didn't play a great game. Yeah, that's mainly what happened. UCLA got to them very well. And then you have Tennessee, who didn't play this week but moved up 3 spots. They're playing A&M in Neyland Stadium, and look, I'm doing the checkerboard in the stands. So Tennessee, take care of business there. I'm a Tennessee fan. I think most of you all know this by now, but I'm a Tennessee fan. Take care of business. We'll be good. We'll be good. And then Notre Dame dropped 11 spots. 11 spots is absurd, but deserved. But definitely deserved. And now number 21, their season is all on the line this game against USC. They need to beat USC. I think they will. But watch out. Watch out. Then you have them. Then you have number 22, LSU. They move up 1 spot. They need to find a defense, but they absolutely have an offense. Jayden Daniels arguably played the best game out of anyone this week, at least for the quarterback position. Very good job there, Jayden Daniels. Number 23, Kansas. They absolutely rolled UCF 51-22, and now they're looking pretty good. Just if you get a couple more big wins here and there, maybe you have a chance. Maybe something's falling your path. Maybe somehow you get in the top 15, 20, some sort. You only have 1 loss since Texas. That's not a bad loss. Number 24, Kentucky. They dropped 4 spots. They lost by 38 points. That was a pathetic performance. Devin Leary kept missing people. They kept getting penalties that were 100% on their fault. When they got a stop at one point, and then they, for some reason, wanted to hit someone. A lot of dumb mistakes from a team that I would not expect them to make. I would not expect to make those mistakes. And then you have number 25, Miami, and we did talk about them earlier on in this video. They played North Carolina, so let's see if they get the revenge off of that. Missouri had some votes. They were barely not making the top 25. I'd put them in the top 25 over Miami personally, but might just be just me. So yeah, hope you all have a great day. Stay safe, y'all. Put in the comments whatever you want, and yeah, have a great week, and God bless y'all.